Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka, given the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the SMU Mustangs taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mustangs will kick it away first. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set, first down. The run to the left. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
This offense has a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. Complete to the left. At the 45 on its way. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
Give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. One step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Quarterback checking off. They'll try to get it through the air. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Finds his man. It's Clemens. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying the left side.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. On the run, it's Lawrence.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback will audible. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Slings it downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On second down, he'll fire. On target. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Defense in press coverage. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll look to throw on third and goal. They're bringing heat, moving out of the pocket. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Still running at the 40. He's loose. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he tacks on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Second down coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Just plowing down the field. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Fires to the big fella.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. The Panthers get it past the sticks.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
They'll give it to him again. Ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll take a shot, and it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use. To knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Gonna take a shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Panthers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know
they cough it up inside their 3. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the incompletion, it's second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The short hands, it's Clemens. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity.
Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's second and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught inside the 20. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He'll set up to throw. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, wants to throw it. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, SMU.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll call for the fair catch here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Leaves it with the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, he about to play in my league right now.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They turn to the passing game on third and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away.
Nelson, you are welcome to come back here anytime because you really enjoy it.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying
Yo.
chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The way he played. Well, what happened? Oh, yeah, Twin beat that ass.
Looking to pass. It's full speed. Using his feet to buy time. Finds his tight end. Running right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chain for the first down.
This guy just is so comfortable.
What?
For those
And OTS?
on defense there. They're playing zone
Dynasty?
coverage, so he's
Yeah, I know. John can't. His quarterback skills is not good. You know, Twin gonna play that blitzing defense. John can throw the ball.
Relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can
I was watching that shit. I think John don't win big games, bro. He'll steal a few wins, but a game he don't win.
He wants to throw here on second down. Gets it out.
Oh, he struggles to win. It was close early. The game was definitely close early.
right now at the line of scrimmage against that defense.
You play Twin at advance or the end of the season?
Timing with the wide receivers, put it on the money. Wide receivers probably still got to hold on to that.
They don't walk up a fire in Dynasty. Niggas is doing straight belt. I'll never get his ass whipped again. Or AGS, I should say. It should make the playoffs now, too, in AGS. Fire in a row.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. Running back, receiver, tight end, quarterback, they can get decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them.
Let me see if this play works. I actually need Chaston to win this game.
Palmer, I bet you really love being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in his group there in Colorado for the past 4 years. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead beating around the edge.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Now they'll run it to the right here. Smashes ahead. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They'll run it.
I didn't even know that nigga was an impact.
And the
Crazy.
stomping has commenced. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Dances away. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ball game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And now on second down for this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge.
You talking about the running back direct snap shit?
Good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from the pass.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
They didn't have to blitz. They wanted the guy package more speed on the field so we can cover the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1. Second down coming up. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, 42, SMU 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Pocket starts to collapse. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Hell no.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, now trying to catch him with a pass.
Nope. Early in his career, he couldn't get over the hump, but later on, you know, he started playing belt the ass. But yeah, Scotty was a big help, but nobody is winning the championship, though. Though, nigga, all the great teams have 1 or 2 niggas that could get crazy, bro.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw.
On his team, Scotty.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first
Sure, he beat. Nigga, when the first championship he won, he beat the Pistons and the Lakers in back-to-back.
down line.
You still have Magic, Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley. None of them niggas is on the decline. Magic was still Magic. Magic decline was 4 years later, nigga. And the only reason why he retired because HIV. Then he came back. You had Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaq, Penny was on the rise. The niggas came in ready-made. But if we talking about that, you talking David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, Drexler. Karl Malone, John Stockton, Patrick Ewing. Them niggas was lead role. Scottie Pippen was the second player. Them niggas was better on their team. Charles Barkley was better than Scottie Pippen to me. I'm taking Charles Barkley to start my team before I fucking take Pippen. Now, if we talk about the best number 2 players, there's a difference. Them niggas is 1. Scottie Pippen's a 2. I answered your question. You said, who would I take? I'm taking Charles Barkley before I take Pippen. He's a defender. He can score, but his strong point is defense. He can score.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble.
If I'm taking a person to start my team,
Looking to throw.
and I'm taking Charles Barkley first.
Takes a hit as he fires. And that is his fifth interception. A nice
Scottie Pippen is the best Robin to ever play basketball. Best Robin to ever play basketball. Man.
defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Now when Jordan left, he won 50 games. They went to the playoffs, but he couldn't. He still couldn't get to the big game without Jordan. And I'm not denying that. We've seen a lot of niggas do that and not get over the hump when they're trying to do it by themselves. Everybody needs help, is my point, world. Nobody's winning the dolo.
Plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick.
Yeah, and he won 50 games. He did his thing.
To kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
He's just trying to give Pippen his flowers. I'm not denying Pippen. Pippen was legit. He's a 50 grade.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback.
Trying to find his man in the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down.
No, I said early in his career, Jordan was a winner. And he got Pippen. He got a Robin. He got a Robin. They started winning. Now, name me niggas who's winning championships without a Robin or two Robins. Bird won his, right? Bird was getting his, right? That nigga had McHale and Parrish. Only one, nigga. Magical run, nigga. Only one. I'm talking about he didn't have a star. He had good role players, but Dirk was the only superstar on that nigga's team. Jason Terry was a good role player. He beat LeBron. Get the fuck, you lost your damn mind.
So you really didn't eat the food?
Back to the house.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
But they had, like I'm saying, I'm talking about like I'm trying to include all them on like all stars. They had 4 niggas make the all-star team, even though they wasn't superstars. They had 4 stars on one team. She, Rip, Chauncey, Ben Wallace is arguably the best defensive player in the NBA at that time on that spin. So they have 4 all-stars. Yeah, they have 4 all-stars. So you want to say Chauncey Billups was a superstar of that team with 3 all-stars around him? I'll give him that. Because he was one of the top point guards at the time. Absolutely. She was a superstar before he came to Detroit. I mean, that was his later years. He wasn't doing what he was doing in Portland, but like I said, they had niggas who were superstars in their own right before they got there. Like Ben Wallace was a superstar. He was just a defensive superstar. But she's coming from Portland where he was a superstar. Like they had niggas, 4 all-stars on the team, nigga, that's a great fucking team.
Running back searching for a hole.
No. They was one of the best teams, like overall as a group. So where they kind of didn't need that main superstar.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Using the quick game. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to get
You taking him to be your best, your number 2 option, or you taking Pippen as the 1? You know what I'm saying? It's a different question if you're talking about you want Pippen as your best player on your team. I'm not taking Pippen to be my best player on my team. But that's why I said I would take Barkley, because Barkley could be a 1. Barkley could be a 1 and lead the team. I'm saying, yeah, if you could get both of them on your team, yeah. If I'm starting a team and we had to pick a lottery and Tim Duncan's going, certain niggas is going, I'm taking Barkley.
Defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw some coverage in the back end. You want a quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Those slot receivers nowadays are real watermelons, man. You can play touch football and lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the
Chris
board.
Webber. No, I ain't taking. I fuck with Chris Webber, but I ain't taking Chris Webber. I ain't gonna lie. If you would have said Karl Malone or something, I would have been with you. But nah, I'm not. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just not taking him over Barkley.
Points on the board, so it's not all bad.
I'm not. I'm taking Dirk. I'm taking Tim. I'm taking KG. I'm taking Sheed. It might stop there.
Working that out for a half second. Take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll.
I'm not taking him over Barkley. Prime Barkley is.
Stalls out a little, Jesse.
Nah, I'm not thinking about the '84 Chris Webber. I remember number 4 Webber. I'm just saying I'm not. I'm Barkley was different, bro. He was the number 2 best player on the Dream Team that year when they went. I'm not picking them niggas over Barkley, bro. I'm gonna keep it on it.
Maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick
Only nigga, like I said, I'm putting. You got niggas like Karl Malone, Tim Duncan. I like Sheed, but even I got Barkley in front of Sheed.
talk about making it easy for an offensive opponent. Pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Because to keep it 100, niggas ain't putting Karl Malone over certain niggas just because he don't have no rings. He got everything else. Everything else he got. Literally, he got everything else. He could shoot. He could post. The nigga's 3rd in the NBA ever in scoring. Top 10 in rebounds. But think about it, play so simple, they mastered it so crazy. Like, I don't condone what niggas doing their personal life. That's their business. But that's their business. Like, I still listen to R. Kelly. I don't condone what niggas do. But their talents is great.
Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a
Damn, I need this nigga to be for us, man.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Pitt will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Running it back, it's Carroll. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week.
Olajuwon, Kareem, Bill Russell.
They have to understand man for man in this up.
He's going for it all. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. The sudden change in the turnover, and Manny was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
this is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
At every position? Shit. Jordan, Kobe, Magic, Isaiah Thomas.
20 seconds left on the clock.
Pippen at my 3 because you need defense. Pippen and LeBron. Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. Shaq and Olajuwon.
I don't know how niggas.
I'm taking Matt. I'm taking Magic and Isaiah Thomas. I ain't gonna front. You could put Steph in front of Isaiah Thomas, but I just can't look past the OGs. Absolutely. No denying that.
Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down.
I'm talking about a nigga that could come. But boss, this is why I didn't choose Curry, bro. If he going shooting, yes. But I'm talking about niggas that can handle the ball, really pass the ball. Like Steph ain't. I talk about and pass the ball. Curry getting you 6 assists. Them niggas is getting you 11+ dimes, world. And he ain't guarding nobody. World, I mean, boss, he's at PG averaging 5 to 6 assists. Them niggas is averaging 10+. I do. I want 2 killers, nigga. It ain't no drop off when Kobe get in for Jordan. Hell no. You seen in that Olympic game who was backing up Kobe? D-Wade. I'm taking that killer because it ain't no drop off from Jordan to Kobe. They was better shooters. They could extend. I'm taking Kobe over D-Wade because he's going to extend the floor more than D-Wade. D-Wade going to get to the rim and all of that. But, nigga, Kobe going to stretch the floor more and still get to the rim. Prime Penny? Oh, shit. I ain't going to front, world. Prime Penny? I'm taking Penny. World, I ain't gonna lie. I'm taking Prime Penny over Devin. World. I'm taking Prime Penny over D Rose though. You better talk to your controller. Do something, motherfucker.
We saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by that.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer.
They got a mic, not a cartridge. They got a.